All right, today we're gonna do a little bit of a low back release. So, you know, at any time that your low back is sensitized or it's feeling a little bit stiff or you tweak something, it's always safe to spend some time either on top of your bed with your feet up against the wall in a 90-90 position, or up straight if you can tolerate it. Or we're gonna do this mobilization that we're doing today. So what I'm gonna do is gonna bring my hip up against the wall. I'm gonna bring my feet up. So I'm in this vertical position. If you need to bend, that's okay. If you don't have the mobility to bend here, that's all right. But ideally we wanna get up here. This is a great safe position where you can always offload your spine. It's a safe position to kind of help that posterior, the hamstrings and everything to be able to relax in this position. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take a lacrosse ball or any type of a stiff ball that you can find in your home. You're gonna put this right at the top of the glute, right at your waistline, close to that bone that's in the center. It's called your sacrum. It's the back of your pelvis. So you're gonna put it right there. And we're gonna do one side at a time here, okay? And this might get stiff if your back is a little bit sensitized. It might be all locked up, or if you've been doing a lot of sitting or a whole lot of lifting, it might be a little stiff back here. So you're just gonna kind of noodle around here, kind of shift your body just in like tiny little centimeters, just shifting side to side, following the way that those muscles go from left to right. And you're just gonna kind of rock your hips a little bit. If you're finding a spot while you're sitting on top of this ball, one side of the hips are off the ground now, while the other side is on top of this ball. If you're finding a spot that's just really uncomfortable, then we're gonna do some contract relax. You're gonna build a breath through your nose, inhale for 4 seconds, and squeeze your glute so that it becomes hard against that ball. And then exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. Inhale for 4 seconds and exhale for 8 seconds. So I'm gonna inhale, squeeze, 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 and then exhale. Fully relax the glute to really sink into that ball. This is building a nice release in that upper glute, that piriformis. These muscles that are right at the top of the glute that kind of wrap around in that hip. You're just gonna gradually work your way out towards the side, following your waistline, until you feel like you're running out of real estate that you can get any pressure on here from this vertical position. And it's okay to work a little bit further down. If you're feeling a little bit further down into the glute, like closer to the tailbone, that's fine. This is all free real estate to work on here. And you're just kind of giving a little bit of a sideways shift, just rocking your hips a little bit side to side, finding any of those areas that are a little bit sensitized, a little stiff, and you're just gonna stay on that. And anytime you find a sensitive area, you inhale through the nose and contract for 4 seconds, and then you relax and exhale for 8 seconds. See if you can fully relax that muscle. Once you've spent a couple minutes on one side, then switch to the other side. And we're doing the same thing on the other sides. You notice it's okay to kind of give a bend in the opposite leg. So I'm on my left side now. So I'm keeping my left leg straight and bending my right leg so that I can create a little bit of rock my hips a little bit easier. I can kind of modulate that pressure. You might find that one side might be feeling it more than the other, and that's okay. Releasing one side is going to help both sides relax, but we always want to have symmetry in our mobilizations. What you do to one side, you always want to do the other. This side's feeling pretty good for me, so I don't feel like I need to spend a whole lot of time on this side, and that's just fine. The right side was feeling it a little bit more on this one. But after spending a couple minutes on each side, roll out of that, and you're good to go. Nice and released. Anytime you need to spend time with the feet up on the wall, you can be on top of a bed doing this, or you can be on the floor like I am here. But getting that ball underneath right at the top of the glutes, around that waistline, is gonna help release those muscles there at the top.